All right, we're here. So this is Manny. Hi, Manny.
Hey, everyone.
And Manny was nice enough to donate this tractor to the channel. So I just said, hey, Manny, do you want to introduce it? He's like, oh, I don't know, but I think I convinced him. So what do you know about it, Manny?
So this was somebody in town was giving it away. I had a neighbor that actually was having problems with his tractor. So I thought, well, you know, if I can fix it up and he can use it, you know, just give it to him, that would be fine. But he apparently was tinkering with his. It was an electrical short. He found out where it was shorting out, so he replaced the component, and he didn't need this anymore. So it's been sitting here for about a year, and I've been a subscriber on your channel for a while, and I said, well, let me see if Kyle can make anything work out of it.
And so you say it runs, it's got some fuel issue, like it won't stay running.
Right, it will run on a huff of starting fluid. Yep. The battery is shot, but when I hook up my charger to it, it'll kick over. The engine's not seized. It did have oil in it. I was taking the gas tank off to clean it, so the gas tank is clean. It had a little bit of looks like a squirrel or a mouse nest in there. I did find some acorns and things like that. Yeah, the mice
love it.
The usual,
they chew on the coil wires. They'll chew on, like you said, stator wires maybe.
Yeah.
Spark plug.
And it sat outside for a while, so they had a cover over it when I got there, but it was all tattered.
It's got the good green grime on it. Love it. Oh, even some moss forming there.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the other side. So yeah, deck looks decent.
Yeah, it's all solid. It doesn't look like there's any holes in there.
So what is this? Is an LTS 2000? Yeah. I don't know if I've had an LTS. They're all the same. You know, all these things are basically all the same. But yeah, LTS 2000 hydrostatic. Maybe a 2010. Cool. So here's something you guys will like too. So Manny says we're gonna move it with this thing. You ever seen that before? A Honda 5518. This thing is big. Four-wheel drive on that thing too.
It's all-wheel drive, all-wheel steering.
Oh yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, I was looking for it to articulate. I didn't see it, but it does have it. Four-wheel steering.
Yeah, I picked this up locally up by the airport. There was a guy that was moving down south. Came with a snowblower.
Yep.
Snowblower's over there.
Is it like a 2000s or earlier?
This is I think there's no real official records on it. It's like there's a couple of Facebook groups. Honda like stopped making them in the early 90s.
Okay, 90s.
There's 3 different versions of this. There's this is the 5515. There's a 5000, which is air cooled. Similar, but it's much smaller. It's got about 11 horsepower motor. Just give it a good pull up. There you go. So basically, it's half of a Civic motor. And then the next one up is a 5013, which is a 13 horsepower motor, and then this is the big line. Then from there they went to a much larger one, which is actually like a farm tractor. It's a 6522, I think, which is it's a 22 horsepower diesel.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's great here because I used to have a zero turn, but I've got a slight uplink, hill up there, and zero turn when it was going go up the hill, kind of get a little crazy, yeah. So the four-wheel drive definitely does work.
Yeah.
have been out on vacation because I haven't seen any recent content.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, maybe just kind of.
It's been well. So I'm a teacher.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm back at school.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so I have enjoyed the next. The summer's great.
Yeah.
I get a lot done. I made, I don't know, 12 videos.
Yeah. You're pretty regular there for a while.
Yeah, if I wasn't working, I'd try to do like a couple a month. But it's really just a hobby for me still.
Yeah, exactly.
And it does well. Well, we're losing some daylight here, but yeah, it was nice talking with Manny. Great guy. Nice to meet him, and very glad to get this tractor. Whatever this turns into, I bet it'll be, I don't know, something that can sell again. So in case you didn't see it, 20 horsepower, single cylinder. So yeah, we're gonna park it for now and we'll get to it eventually. Oh boy, it's been sitting for a while. It's actually Thanksgiving Day and I have a couple hours before I need to be somewhere, so yeah, I guess we'll take a look at this. This thing is ugly. Yeah, really dirty, covered in like algae, it should be a runner, I guess. It probably just needs a carb clean, so I don't know, maybe I'll try to start it, but I don't really think there's much of a point. We didn't obviously try to start it at the beginning of this video, right? It was a while ago for me, but the guy just towed it, right? So it's not running. And we might as well just get right into it and clean the carb. Kind of weird that that's unplugged. It's making me want to try it now. This has been off, you can see. So I don't know, something's been happening here. Tank is completely empty. I have a bunch of these carbs, not new ones, but I have a bunch of these if this one doesn't work out. Let's just pop it off and see what's going on. It's really not bad in here, just some old fuel. Didn't really look like there was water in there. Everything's here. There was a spring at the bottom, like that. I don't know if I've seen that before, but I guess we'll put that back. We have oil. Like I said, we have no gas, so let's get a little bit in there. Okay, say we hook up a battery jumper and see if we can crank this up. Gave it a little shot of carb spray, got the battery jumper hooked up. It's on full choke right now. Oh yeah, loose connections back here. Let me tighten those up first. try this again. Got a pretty bad fuel leak on the hose. Ooh, that was a weird sound. All right, let's fix that hose first. And didn't seem to want to idle, and boy, it made a little bit of a clunk there at the end. Hopefully everything's okay. Just draining the tank directly into this gas can. The tank was perfectly clean, so I don't have a problem doing this. Plus it's run through a filter. The tank was, all the screws were just finger tight. Just like the engine cover. I don't know if you could tell that in the time lapse, but battery was loose, engine cover was loose, gas tank was loose. Solenoid was disconnected, fuel line was, clamp was off. So yeah, it's been messed with, huh? Okay, let's try this again. Fuel's on, don't worry. Battery pack keeps shutting off. Usually that means it's starting to see voltage, so it shuts off for like a safety. So that could be good news, although I would think it would fire by now. Let's give it a little carb spray. You gotta love this stuff. Like, why would it run and then now not run? Things have only been getting better. Solenoid maybe is not clicking on. I put in a parts one. I'll see if I can show you here. Alright, so this one works. Let's shut off the fuel. And we'll try to swap in this solenoid. Gonna make a bit of a mess. Wrong wrench. Like something wrong happened with the valves, or what just happened here? So there's our problem. We lost spark. Since everything's so nice and, oh my gosh. Okay. probably should have checked that. How did I not notice that? Wow, we could have caused some serious damage there. Did you guys notice that? I don't think you saw. I don't know if you even saw the engine cover off. Somebody should have told me that. Shame on you guys. No, I'm just kidding. That was me. All me. All right. I think we can know that this coil works. So I could see if I can find that other bolt, but I have a feeling it's just gone somewhere. But I have other. Oh, there it is. That's crazy. All right. Let's get this set up with you guys. So I got some painter's tape to act as our spacer. Very good. All right, let's get this back together a little bit here. I think we're doing okay. All right, let's give this another try. Everything's put back together. Did I put the spark plug? I did. I thought it would fire right up. off camera, I just did a bunch of mowing with it. Actually did the hill over here. And this thing is a savage. So I did beat it up pretty hard, and you know, it's just part of testing, I suppose. But I need to replace the deck belt. And the belt is too big, it keeps popping off. And I might need to do some bearings on the deck. So yeah, you can see, like, it almost looks like a Kyle by the Creek job, you know, like a belt from Tractor Supply. Can't quite tell if this is painted. Almost looks like it is. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, is take this deck off, inspect the bearings, get the right belt for it, you know, maybe paint it. I do think this thing will clean up really nice. Needs a new seat cover, obviously. Engine is perfect. Gotta get the light bulbs to work. I'm assuming that it charges, but I didn't test it yet. Just some of the stuff I was mowing. What else was I thinking? Oh, this tire. This tire goes flat, so I'll put a new tire on it. But yeah, for a cheap tractor, this thing is an absolute workhorse. Something about these rear tires, they are just gripping. Things are muddy and wet, and it has no problem going up the hill. I like this thing. And I know nobody like, you know, what's there to like about, what is this, a LTS? I don't know. There's nothing to like about these. And it's got the 20 horsepower Briggs, which is fine. It just, you know, it's the thing that compression release goes, or the head gaskets go, but, you know, they all have their problems, right? Well, that's pretty terrible. That's okay, I guess. That one's okay. That one's okay. And this brake mechanism is messed up over here. I'm not really sure what's going on there. It seems like the whole thing is seized. And the spring is not connected to where it needs to be somewhere. I don't know. We'll have to look at another mowing deck to figure that out. This other one looks bent. Really bent. I think I'm gonna replace both of these spindles. They're cheap enough. The blades are in great shape, so you know we're gonna have really good blades, 2 brand new spindles, and a new belt and a paint job. I mean, that's gonna set someone up for use for a long time, so we'll probably do that. Yeah, nice. Well, it's the next day and I realized you guys didn't get to see me grinding down the deck or giving it a coat of paint here. You didn't miss much, but yeah, I cleaned it up, hit it with some paint. So it's just basically Rust-Oleum gloss or semi-gloss. But yeah, looking pretty good. I mean, it's a pitted, you know, slightly rusty deck. There's actually no rot in it at all. It's just, you know, been outside a lot. You could tell the metal's pretty badly pitted, so it's never going to look beautiful. Not really concerned about that. But here we have our new belt came in, our 2 new spindles. Haven't sharpened the blades yet, but yeah, we're going to start installing those spindles once this paint is dry. Okay, it's a couple days later now, and the paint is nice and dry. And I did end up fixing this. I don't know if you can tell where the spring is located. Anyhow, that's fixed now. Here are the new spindles. These come threaded, which is nice. Come with the bolts and the bolt for the blade, but kind of interesting. That was one setup. The other setup came with bolts and then more bolts instead of the one bolt for the blade. So we're gonna have to reuse this from the old set. Luckily I kept those, not a problem. Yeah, I don't know if I showed you the blades that were on this thing. They're really nice. So they look like they're brand new. Just need to have an edge again, but yeah, let's get this installed. Too long. Getting there.
It's a beauty, this Craftsman.
Yeah, it's not a pretty one. It needs to be washed, which isn't going to happen.
No, not unless you leave it up.
Needs a serious pressure washing.
So when you guys going up? After work on Friday?
I'm leaving Thursday after work.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Nice. How about Ryan and...
Yeah, I think everyone's game going Thursday.
Oh, they are? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Alright, so I didn't film all the reconnections, but our deck is leveled, and well, it's attached and leveled, so we're back. I found a tire and a wheel, and it's a pretty bad tread, but this thing's been inflated forever, so I'm rolling with it. I don't know if it's quite the same dark rim. It's definitely a gray rim, but this one looks darker. But we're doing it. So let's get that installed so we have good tires on here. This thing's been warming up for a little bit, so let's get the oil changed. There's not too much more we're going to do to this thing besides an engine service, and if I get a warmish day, I might put it on a trailer and take it to a public car wash and see if we can get it just cleaned up a little bit for you guys. Love it when the whole thing just spins. Gonna have to tighten that up. Boy, oil isn't moving too fast here, even though I warmed it up for a while. Yeah, it's just like barely warm. It is a cold day though. Well, that was pretty loose there. I'm glad we addressed that problem. Okay, that's good enough for now. We're just gonna wait for a warm day, see if we can get this thing cleaned up for you guys. Well, it was a while ago that I said I just need to wait for a nice warm day to bring this thing for a power wash. Yeah, this thing is sat all winter right now. It's March 8th, and today's about 60 degrees, so the snow and ice is melting. We've had a lot of it this winter. And just today, I placed an order for a seat cover. And I really just can't wait to get this thing all cleaned up for you guys. And a little bit more melting here, and I'll be able to back this thing up and get it over to a trailer. And I'm gonna start working on a power washer right now, so maybe I don't have to bring it to a place, but maybe I can do it here. So we'll see if it stays warm enough to have the pressure washer unwinterized. Okay, well, the snow is gone, and I put some air in the tires. I kind of doubt the battery's going to work. I really forget where we're at with this battery, but I got my jumper, and I actually have a power washer hooked up, even though there's still some freezing temps coming later. I'll just have to winterize it again. But let's see if this thing starts up. Well, that is sweet that this thing started up with the battery. It sat all winter like that, and I took the seat cover off just now because, yeah, it's time to get this thing clean finally. Yeah, luckily there's a safety on that thing.
What?
You have to press a red button and squeeze the trigger. But,
Red button.
well, there's a red button on either side.
Ah.
Well, we got the lights working as you saw, and it's all dried off after the power wash. It's time for a polish. Just a quick walk around for you guys. I like to use automatic transmission fluid. It's just a quick way for me to get a shine on these things so I can take some photos. It does attract dust afterwards, you know, so you do have to either keep it clean or clean it before the buyer comes, and so it's all looking shiny, which I don't mind doing. It usually doesn't take much to either wash all the dust off or just give it a quick wipe down before someone arrives to test it. So to me, this is the way that I like to do it. All right, let's polish it up. Finally, better seat cover. I made sure to get a small size because anything other than small for almost every seat is too big. But if you can find it, they are hard to find. You can see what size seat this is. This is the one that's like 8 inches, and small is what you want. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and especially thank you to Manny, who donated this tractor to the channel. I've never had that happen before. I've never had a subscriber reach out and want to donate something, especially a pretty nice project like this. I think this thing turned out nice, and I'm sure it's going to sell with a bagger early spring here. I can probably price it pretty high, even though it is pretty worn out, but I think it'll still be a nice mower for someone. And just thank you guys for watching the channel. I hope we have a big year here getting started. Springtime, lots of sales, lots of machines to clean up and get ready, and then summer hits, and then I have a lot more time to work on machines. So stay tuned, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys on the next tractor video.